Here we go. Filly by Not a Single Doubt. Now this one will be trained by Mick Price, who I said before, I'm a big fan of Mick Price. Part of my role at TVN is we've got a big team in Melbourne, and Mick's regularly at the races and always takes time out to do interviews or anything we request for Mick Price. And I think he's one of the few trainers that when he comes on and does interviews with Jason Richardson or Shane Temple or Bruce Clark, he'll tell you exactly what he thinks of the horse, if they're half run short, if it's ready to show something, if it needs the paddock. And I really admire trainers like that because they know their product. And I think that's a big selling point. That's why when I looked at Blueblood Thoroughbreds, the two trainers they deal with, #1 trainer in Sydney, and I think one of the gun trainers in Victoria. So that'll take you a long way. We're not dealing with no names. We've got two of the best trainers in the country, so they certainly know their product, which is a big help. Now this filly, by Not a Single Doubt, who another one that stands at Arrowfield, and bread and butter wise, stallion wise, he gets winner after winner, and well, he's got another level this year with the deeds of Villa Verde and of course the one of Blue Diamond. So as a stallion, he's certainly going well.
He's actually been a very surprising stand. If you have a look, he's got a sprinting horse. He's got a lot of horses that are staying. So there's always the chance that you buy Not a Single Doubt thinking you're going to get a sprinter, and you've got one that'll run early and run later as well.
If I wasn't given the program and this filly walked in, David, I thought, I wonder what you'll buy. I'd almost say Fastnet Rock because she's got that size about her, which is very much Fastnet Rock, but by Not a Single Doubt.
Yeah, that's right. She's a lovely bodied filly. Plenty of scope there, a lot of room to grow. Really nice type. I know Mick personally really likes this filly. I spoke to him at the English sales a couple of weeks ago, or last week, and he asked me how we're going with the yearlings. We're selling shares, and then he said, "Oh, how's Not a Single Doubt filly going?" I go, "Yeah, she's coming along. A few shares are starting to move," and he just said, "Oh, she's a bloody nice filly." So, she's got plenty of room for improvement there, but she's a beautiful mover, and I really love her. I loved it when I first saw her as well.
And he's got one that goes all right too, by Not a Single Doubt. A horse by the name of Isabella Snowflake, who unfortunately was injured in the Galaxy a couple of weeks back, but prior to that had only lightly raced with an outstanding record, and hopefully we see her back because she's a nice filly. But Brian, one thing that catches the eye straight away is when she walked in, she's an athletic type, obviously conformation-wise almost perfect, but her action, the way she moves, very light on her feet.
Yeah, this filly only arrived yesterday, and I first seen her. She's my pick of the babies, but she's really nice type. She's pulled well put together, and as you say, she's got good action, walks well. She's very hard to follow.
When trainers, I think every trainer, every owner, every syndicator has different things they look at when they go to the sales. Some don't look at the books. I asked Peter Moody only last week, what's the first thing you look at when you go to the sales? And he said, first thing I look at is their head. And I'll work the rest out. He said they can have little things against them. You can do the x-rays, you can flex them up, get them in and out of the blocks, walk them out, parade them all you like. He said, but I need to look at their head and like them as soon as I look at them. Mick Price, we know, is a very astute trainer. One thing that he said is got a lovely girth about it. What does he mean by that?
Just from sort of around the belly area, just where the girth goes. When you put the saddle on, you've got a good deep girth. Generally means that you've got a good motor usually.
Stop me last time.
Has he got a good girth? But again, like the All-American, just a case of educating them, breaking them in, and getting them ready for a little light prep.
Yeah, that's right. And they all go through the same preparations, all the babies, just all at different stages. Some owners like to let them wait until they're grown up a bit more, and others like to get them in early and get them educated and broken in and prepped up and help promote their growth that way.
One thing I noticed about this filly when I walked over to give her pat, she was very alert, knew everything that was going on. You can teach them to do all the right things, you can have them physically right, they can be beautiful walkers, but it's one thing to have an educated type.
Yeah, that's right. If they're alert and they know where they're putting their feet, they're a step ahead of the ones that are not so alert and don't know where they're putting their feet. You'd rather not be educating them how to put their feet down. You'd rather know where they got to go.
Alright, so share's still available in this filly. $8,499 for a 5% share, but you can take as much as you want. But Mick Price has given her the stamp of approval. Brian's given her the stamp of approval. Let's hope some of our owners give it the stamp.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, there's not much to knock about her, so it's a bit of money, but you're buying into a quality filly there, and for that price, you're not going to get much better than that.
Well, there we go. That's the Not a Single Doubt. And we'll be trained by Mick Price.